and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie, Dip&ChewGuy, and this is channel news for the 31st of January 2020. There is some news to report this evening, and it is a late evening. It is now a little bit after 2 a.m. due to me being sluggish earlier. I got a rather late start. We have just finished and uploaded, or I have, the Stoker's Black Wild Cherry review, so that is up already. Things to talk about. Okay, first of all, the raffle. Let's talk about the raffle. But wait a minute. No, actually, let's not talk about the raffle. Let's talk about a new ChewGuy. There is ChewGuy number 3 is getting ready to make his first shipment to me. Adrian of Virginia, which has been a great help after ChewGuy number 1 sort of disappeared. Adrian stepped in and did a bang up job. However, with this new year, Adrian's work, his actual employment situation has changed a bit, and he is going to be traveling more. So he has voluntarily, somewhat of his own doing, decided to step aside. Not completely out of the picture, but things are up in the air as to what he would be able to do. So there is ChewGuy number 3. That is Mississippi Rebel. Mississippi Rebel will be the chew source for what is left of the list. And there is not much. As you have probably noted right about now, I have been moving through the Stoker's pound bags for what seems like the better part of this month. There's still another one to go. I am hoping that my delivery from Mississippi Rebel gets here before I have to do another pound bag review, partly because I now have 2 pound bags open. With the opening of the the Black Wild Cherry this evening, there are now 2 open. So I don't really like doing that. I mean, I do use a lot of chew, but not to the point that I need 2 pound bags open at any given time. So, that said, and running off that idea, because I do have a chew delivery, the other thing about Mississippi Rebel is he's deep south, as his name somewhat implies, and that was sort of needed to round up what's left. And there are some rarely seen, not just for me, I think for a lot of people, products in the works coming. So hopefully we'll be able to get that. I've been working on that with him for quite a number of days now. So hopefully we get that going by this weekend. Money sent to him, products already sourced is gathered, and it gets up in time before I have to open another pound bag of chew. But playing off this whole thing, Mississippi's prices aren't as cheap as I had hoped. So that is part of the reason why you have seen me more aggressively pursuing updates on the raffle. And there are updates. Now, for those that are not aware, people just in the door, there is a PayPal link in the description of this video and all the videos that have been uploaded in the last 2 months. And a $2 donation to the PayPal, which will cost you about $2.35. A minimum $2 donation to the PayPal account in the description section gets you entered into my raffle this month. The raffle is for a tactical tan, although I think they're just calling it tan now, mud jug. All right. It's the type I use myself, and yes, I feel the need to have both of these in one shot. Just saying. It gets you entered in the raffle. Now, the raffle, the cutoff for this is now at this time right now, 22 hours. Midnight of the 31st, all right, is the cutoff. Anybody that brings it in after that, I'm hitting the refund. I'd rather not do that. It's an action on PayPal I'd rather not do. But to be fair to the people that have already entered for this mud jug, I will. All right? So the cutoff is basically tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So what is that? I guess 9 o'clock West Coast. I think I might have said 8 before, but I believe it's 9. You will get the mud jug, and I will throw in a Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy sticker, which can go on the mud jug. I have one on mine. It's sort of tricky due to the curvature of these, though. So, I mean, I can explain to the person that wins how to do it. However, the sticker is, number one, not really that big of a deal, but it is an actual, it's smaller than the normal ones, but it is an actual car sticker. I don't see much point of putting this on the outside of a car, but it is an actual vinyl sticker, so it could, I guess, if you wanted to. But those are what are on offer. There's a drawing. The drawing will be made out of quad folded pieces of paper. I don't have anybody written on any of them yet. All right. There is a number of people, but I will tell you the odds are very good. Part of the reason why the odds are so good is I had a surprising number of people this month donate and request not to be entered into the raffle. Not overly sure why, and unfortunately I will not be mentioning them by name anywhere and thank yous or whatnot, because all except for one, requested not to remain anonymous. And I will respect that, obviously. But guys that have entered, you have these anonymous people to thank, because the odds are significantly lowered or better due to all the people that said, don't enter me, I'm good, I have one, or whatever. All right? So 4 of these little pages are going into this. And this video is me testing whether I can do this without taking it out of view of the camera. So you have a 5-gallon clean new Home Depot bucket duct taped down on the handle. In the bucket, I have placed 2 fins. They are basically just to agitate the paper. So all the pieces of paper go in, and then we do that for some unknown amount of time till I get irritated, basically. And then I upend it, and hopefully, actually I should have probably tried that part right now, and without the bucket ever leaving the view of the camera here, I pick one out and I open it up, and that is the winner. The winner will then email me at the email associated with this channel on the About page. Will email me the address that I am mailing this to. All right. They will then go back to the drawing video where I pull the paper and enter from the account that their name was entered on for the drawing the last 3 letters of the first word of their address. That will let me know the person sending me an address to mail to is the same person that is been drawn on here on YouTube. And when I say the last 3 letters of the first word, I do not mean the last 3 letters of the person's name. If you are John Doe, you're not writing Doe as your. It would usually be the first word of the street name. Let me put it that way. So, moving on. It's 22 hours left on that. Please don't leave it at the last minute, because I don't really want to send money back to people. But as I said, for the people that have already entered, I can't reduce their chances of winning just because after me repeatedly saying, don't leave it to the last minute, you left it to the last minute type deal. All right? I'm not trying to be I'm just, So, what we have beyond that, we have the new Chew Guy, we have the raffle stuff. There have been a couple of problems over the last week or so. I am not overly upset by them, but I will mention them, okay? A couple things came up. Glenn, I mistook you for one of them at first. I am very, very sorry about that. The one deal was someone that has made a repeated... He has repeatedly popped up in comment sections and on the community page every time I have mentioned a shipment of chew, saying, hey, ask so-and-so, the chew guy, if you'll mail me some. Or, can you mail me some? Or, hey, listen, I need some chew. He actually said once, hey, I need some chew. Can you ask so-and-so to mail me some? That's right. I was looking for the welfare sign. What? Okay, so he was the first thing. And then I had another young man that decided to start giving me pointers about how to make my channel better. And he said I should get away from this desk. And he said I should post videos at a different time of the day. And there was some other stuff that, to tell you the truth, I stopped reading after a while. But anyway, I responded back, and that my critique of Outlaw's non-tobacco product was, I was a little too harsh. I explained to him that I was, and actually the review was pretty kind considering what happened to me after the review. And his thing had been, I'm turning potential subscribers away from being mean to Outlaw. So I was like, look, the upload time is what it is. Me being at the desk is what it is. The channel is what it is. This is what is on offer. That's it. And as for Outlaw fanboys, if they don't want to subscribe, I told them, I'm good with that. LOL. So he got then belligerent, of course. And I responded back to that. You won't be able to find any of this now, by the way, because him and the guy that just wanted me to mail him chew, and you to mail him chew, and the guy down the street to mail him chew, they're both gone. And that is the point of this segment of this news. I don't waste my time with any of that. Okay? I will look and deal with it as long as it amuses me. And when the amusement effect runs out, the person's time has run out. Okay? I will banish someone off this channel as I see fit, as often as I see fit, for anything that I see as being fit. It's non-negotiable. All right? This is not some democracy here where we're all, you're so... I'm not pandering to anyone. If you don't like what I say, if you don't like me telling the truth about a product, that sounds like a personal problem. It's not my problem, and I'm not going to have it become my problem. Go on. Again, I don't mean to come off as it's just, it is what it is. A lot of this is what it is, okay? And this is not... I ask people what they think about things. I put polls out to try to range. If I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. Or if you have something to add that's actually productive, thank you. But outside of that, some critique of, what I'm doing and how you would do it. Last I checked, no offense, and not to be an ass, but I got 1,700 plus subscribers. Why am I taking channel tips from a guy that has 6? That would be like me going over to Outlaw's channel and telling him how he could improve his content. Not that I think it can be improved, but, Moving on. The virus. Now I have uploaded on the community page a number of times, and I have done the first video. There will probably be another video. I see this as an ongoing issue that should be watched. I see it as something that's actually important, unlike the clown parade on Capitol Hill and crocodile tears for a basketball player. Nothing against said basketball player, but, you know, there were 8 other people on that helicopter. But it's going to be a thing that I decide to keep going. People are interested, and so you should be. I mean, this is actually important. There is actual outcomes and consequences that could affect our lives, all of us, no matter where you are, depending how this goes. And right now, it looks like it's going somewhere that I, to tell you the truth, don't really want to think about if I don't have to. All right, so I will be continuing with that, but do note, I don't want the channel clogged up with a bunch of videos on it and whatnot. So after a number of days, definitely the community posts, the community page posts, possibly videos too, depending if there's many more of them, I will delete them after 3 or 4 days, okay? So if you see one and you're interested, if you got the time, look at it then, because it may not be up indefinitely. And that's that. This has been Channel News for the 31st of January 2020. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. Please, please take care of yourselves, and God bless.